Veterans Day. Now, tell me the difference. Tell me the difference between the two. Memorial Day.
Memorial Day is to honor all of the to honor more than just the veterans.
We're honoring those that died
Died
in a war or conflict. There's two different things. War, Korea was a conflict. Vietnam was a conflict. Okay, we'd still call it a war, but it was a conflict. Veteran Day, we celebrate all veterans, men and women that served. I have 3 women in here that served during World War II. I have one that served World War II, Korea, and Vietnam, Mrs. Spinney. Mrs. McPherson, who's down in that area, was a WAC, Women Air Corps. She served. Then I have a lady up on this side. Well, I have 2 ladies up there. Mrs. Spinney, nurse in the Army. Right. She progressed. And then a lady that served in the Navy. Now, we have every one of the veterans in here, men and women, are important. Very important. I have a young man up in this row. His name is Burns Knowlton. The post in Pittsfield is named after him. He was killed at a place called Khe Sanh on September 24th, 1966. He was 18. Okay, he was from Pittsfield, and they named the post after him. I have another gentleman down in the corner, Anticl, A-N-T-I-C-L, who is missing in action. They still have, to my knowledge, have not found his remains in Korea. Okay? We have 2 others. We have a gentleman that has just come to my attention. His name is Moses Martin. He fought during the Revolutionary War. He moved to Pittsfield early in his life, got a land grant. You know where the Edwards plant is? He was just, his first place was right below there, his first residence. Built a log cabin just below Edwards, okay? And he is up behind, I think it's the Parks one. You'll see a special one. It says Revolutionary War. I have 2 other gentlemen that fought in the Revolutionary War. Get down on Route 100, right beside the road, there is 2 gentlemen that were on the Boston line during the first battle of what we call Bunker Hill, but it was fought on Breeds Hill. The last gentleman I want to introduce you to is way over on the 3rd row. He's a Medal of Honor winner, Colonel Morrill. Now, when you go by, if you got a uniform on, what must you do? Yes.
Salute.
Salute. Any generals that came by that had their uniform on, they must salute him. He fought in the Civil War at a place called Spotsylvania. He was born and raised in Sebec, Maine. Then he moved here. They had no children. He and his wife are buried over there. And you will see a special stone for him. He has 2. There's a very large headstone. Then he has a white one. If you ever see pictures of Arlington National Cemetery, they're white stones. He's a Medal of Honor winner, and it has gold inlaid. It will say, it look like gold inlaid, and it will have his name, Colonel Morrill. And if you have a uniform on, you must salute it. When I go over by there, I usually stop for a second or 2 and pause. Okay, I don't have time to pause at every veteran. I do pause at his because I go over there quite a bit. And Burns and Knowlton I do because young man. Now we have other soldier ones in here that did die in a conflict. I can't point them all out, but they're here. Again, I'm gonna remind you, this is a sacred place, okay? Try to keep the running down. I know you're gonna run anyway. It's very wet down below. It's up to your leaders. I can send my guys down there tomorrow. I'm not, I'll just send them down. I delegate real well. And your feet will get wet down there. There are a lot of veterans down there. The dad, he's down there. Fought in Korea?
Yeah.
Correct, okay. So I do have, I figured,
They're
I
always
figured,
late.
I know he's always late. And he should have ducked too. Also, there's a lot of depressions because the ground's uneven, and sometimes the stones are sticking up that much. I have no graves dug right now, but if you fall, you know,
You might
okay,
stop.
first serve. Now, usually they ask me, so I'm going to explain to you. Can you tell me what's in that mound? What?
Lawnmowers?
No. What was in there a long time ago? Yes,
Bodies?
bodies. What happens years ago, funeral directors did not have places to store people that died during the wintertime. So they put them in there. So that's what they used to do. Now I store my stuff in there. And those holes in the, up there, what do you think they are?
Breathing holes.
Breathing holes?
No windows.
No.
Outside.
No, but right, there's not people trying to get out once they're there. I'll tell you, all right? All right? No, there's no people trying to get out. Those are woodchuck holes. They've got tunnels all through there. And I mean, they're everywhere. And I have 3 deer around almost all the time. This is no hunting in here. I have a beautiful apple tree down there. And it comes out every year and they feed down in there. So, if you got any questions before you start. All right, I'll give you the leader. I don't know the kids, so you, all right, I'll give you. They're in groups of 10. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome, young man.
The flags.
The
I'm
flags.
gonna give them
Oh,
two.
thank you.
I have plenty,
Yeah.
and afterwards I'll give you each one. Don't tell me you got 8 brothers and sisters home either.
We'll stay away from the wet spots, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Snow.
Moms will-
You're welcome. Hey. Over there, yeah.
Need more flags? Spend more time running flags than you will.
Last name. Alright, we'll head this.
I think it's up here somewhere.